Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to the Kanaiscope, where we dive into the most shocking and thought-provoking stories in popular culture. Today, we're taking a look at a case that's got everyone talking. Lauren Pisciata, a former employee of none other than Kanye West, is suing him for sexual harassment and assault. So, let's break it down. Lauren allegedly met Mr. West through a female artist she was managing and eventually landed the job as his chief of staff. Sounds like a dream come true, right? But what happened behind closed doors is far from glamorous. West allegedly sent her vulgar, racist, and explicit messages and videos. Talk about a nightmare on repeat. But that wasn't all. Lauren's suit claims that West also wanted his wife, Bianca Censori, to watch him having sex with Pisciata's mother. Yes, you heard that right. And if that wasn't enough, he allegedly drugged and sexually assaulted Pisciata during a studio session with Diddy. It's like something out of a bad movie. Now you might be thinking, wait, isn't this just another case of a high-profile person getting sued? But here's the thing, West has been very vocal about his own behavior in court, even tweeting out some. Let's call them choice words about Lauren. I mean, we've never seen a defendant do that before. It's like he's saying, hey, I'm guilty of this stuff, and I'm just gonna admit it. But what does this say about our society? Why are high-profile individuals like West able to get away with this kind of behavior? And why do alleged victims like Lauren feel the need to hide in fear of retaliation? The answer might lie in the fact that we still don't have a system in place for holding these kinds of powerful people accountable. We rely on money damages as our primary remedy, which can be a pretty blunt instrument when it comes to healing emotional trauma. But what's even more frustrating is when people try to shame alleged victims into silence. Like, oh, you're just trying to get money out of him. Well, excuse me while I remind you that exercising your right to bring a civil lawsuit is not just about the money, it's about finding justice and closure. The case against West is still early on, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be a wild ride. And as lawyers like Eric Feudali from the Bloom firm are taking on high-profile cases, we're seeing more and more evidence of systemic failures in our justice system. So, what can we take away from this story? We can start by acknowledging that power and privilege don't automatically grant someone immunity from accountability. We can also recognize that alleged victims deserve to be heard and taken seriously, not just for their own sake, but for the sake of all of us who want a more just society. That's it for today's episode of the Kanaiscope. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.